Happening today, a celebration of life service is set to begin for fallen officer Darron Burks. The 46-year-old was shot and killed in the line of duty in Oak Cliff last week. Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia said Burks was the victim of a targeted attack. Now, this is a live look just outside of Watermark Church, where visitation started about a half hour ago. The celebration service will begin at 11 o'clock this morning. Our senior crime and justice reporter, Rebecca Lopez, is joining us over the phone right now. Rebecca, can you hear us?
I can hear you, yes.
Listen, you've covered the Dallas Police Department for a long time. I mean, decades, really. We were talking much earlier this morning, and you told me this is actually the first time you've seen such an outpouring from the community. I mean, he was a leader outside of the force.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, I have covered a lot of police funerals, but I've never quite seen such an outpouring. There literally have been memorials almost every single night in North Texas because he was very popular. He was a member of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, very close-knit fraternity. He went to Paul Quinn. He grew up in Dallas. He was a teacher. People loved him. He was a little older, so this was his second career, and he dedicated his life to public service. I was really amazed, even just scrolling through my Facebook, how many people that I know knew him and posted photos with him, just talking about what an impact he had on people's lives. Just a really good person.
Right, Rebecca, as you're talking, we're showing some pictures throughout his lifetime. I mean, of his fraternity, Omega Psi Phi, him in high school, and then, you know, some photos and video of the vigils throughout this week. What can we expect, or who can we expect to hear from during his celebration of life service? You know, you had mentioned that we really haven't heard from his immediate family just yet.
Yes, you know, his mom did speak at a private memorial that was held I think it was on Thursday. But right now the family just really doesn't want to speak publicly. So they've had representatives speaking for them. What we will hear is Chief Eddie Garcia will speak, and typically you will also hear from some of his closest academy mates, people that he went through the academy with. I'm sitting here right now just watching all of the DPD officers right now coming into the parking lot with in their squad cars. You will also see people from all across the nation. When an officer is fallen in the line of duty, you will see officers from New York and other places also that have lost officers in the line of duty. So you will see a lot of police from all across the nation that will send their honor guards and their chiefs here to pay respect to this officer.
It is a national brotherhood. Rebecca, before you go here, we know Burks' case is under investigation, and today is really a day to memorialize his life. But can you speak to the interim of what's happened since then?
You know, it was really a very sad situation. After an officer dies, what they do is they basically stand guard over him the entire time. So he was escorted from the hospital over to the funeral home, and they will have an officer stand by his coffin the entire time. He is never left alone. And then he will be, obviously he's being brought here to the church, and then eventually to Restland Cemetery, where he will be laid to rest. But his they will never leave him alone. And then we're going to see the final roll call, where you hear them call out his badge number for the final time, and there will be a ceremony outside the church with a flyover with the horse. You'll also see a lot of the DPD officers standing at attention, and everybody just really paying their last respects for this fallen officer.
Gosh, Rebecca, thank you so much for joining us this morning to share that for us. We know that celebration of life begins at 11 o'clock, so not too far from now, as we see people getting ready for people to come into Watermark Church.